Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And the Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Pocket, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Sims. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
So after the last drive,
all right, can y'all hear me?
The kickoff team out there to send it away.
I've been trying to play on the portal. That's obviously not the move.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return.
All right.
Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense.
Sweet. Sorry about that, guys. I was literally playing on mute on the portal, trying to hang out. Clearly not going to work.
They got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job.
I think what was messing me up the most was no sound. I was doing it without any headphones or anything in.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. When he breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Oh, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Speed kills, this offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25.
At least I was okay on defense on the portal.
Is ready to go back to work on offense.
Can't say the same for my offense, though.
They had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
About a little time, lets it go. Grab near the mark.
Give me the ball. Let's go.
And it's loose. Defense covering it.
That's my big hit.
The offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Honestly, got away with one right there.
Coverage, you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Oh.
What a nifty run.
Thought he was going to come a little further out, but, you know.
You ain't getting by all these guys. Right
He didn't. Just juked right into him.
And your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
DV, thank you for the birthday wish, bro. I saw it.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Using his legs, it's Sims. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Soto. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Fires to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. And work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
A shot for the end zone.
Dang it.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
No.
In just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Good job, D.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
I tried cutting it up. Couldn't get it cut up there.
Help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quick release on the RPO. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Now, 4th down.
Nope.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being
pretty terrible, guys.
On your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Moncrief. Powers through the defender.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Good punt.
And they'll keep it away
Wow.
from the return man as the punt goes
Great
out of
punt.
bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beast.
A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Power football with the run. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Try to get it on the ground. Bulls his way forward. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
A little bit rusty.
Off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Wiggle, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
When a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves to change as they get the 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. We got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
Gonna let it fly. And that pass is caught at the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Got his man quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback.
So unfortunate my chat was popping off when I wasn't even talking. Nobody wants to talk.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Holds and throws off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground with the back. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hicks. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Russo. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. And the pass rush push is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going up top on first down.
Thought he was going to be the guy running the drive. I don't know why.
It's still short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets want
Clearly
to
he wasn't.
tempo. Wide out in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what we have.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously he was inaccurate in space.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And
give me a block,
guys.
Gracious.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. The give to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He'll do it himself. Past the first down marker and still running.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He's up to 86 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Finally got some blocking.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch extra points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today.
Kind of missed stick.
Jacked up.
Dude's
They're
good.
going to go 1-0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Finds a man in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
Hey, there we go.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And
Great
he's
job.
brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense.
Nothing but green ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Lame.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Makes the grab on the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good.
I got a good kicker at least.
Cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead.
Nope.
Now
Whoa.
it's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And the
Definitely shouldn't have called that one.
Everybody right now on the same page.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze
Nope.
these defenses.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete,
he lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down.
Don't think I could catch Jimmy.
Another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarter...
Afterburners coming. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
All right, 1-0.
Great start for the winning
See y'all at the
team.
next one.